Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, the title of this article: Man with Samurai Swords Shot and Killed at Scientology Building. Dated November 24th, 2008. I take this story with a grain of salt. Los Angeles, an Oregon man who was fatally shot as he wielded a pair of samurai swords and attempted to attack guests at a landmark Scientology building, was a former follower of the religion who had made at least a dozen previous threats against the church. This is hearsay to me. A Scientology official said Monday. What is this Scientology official's name? Mario Majorski, 48, was shot once by a security guard as he tried to use the swords to attack guests Sunday at the Scientology Celebrity Center in Hollywood, police said. Majorski had threatened the church in a string of incidents dating to at least 2005 that were reported to the Los Angeles Police Department, the FBI, and Oregon authorities, said Scientology spokesman Tommy Davis. The threats were allegedly made through faxes and telephone calls, but police could not immediately confirm how many were made. He was clearly disturbed, Davis said. My question is, I can't help but think, I don't know this guy's history. I don't know if he really had swords. He might have. But what did they do to him? It's so easy for any of these executives to say someone was mentally disturbed. Majorski had been a Scientologist in the early 1990s, but appeared to have left the church about 15 years ago, Davis said. Don't you love how they word things? Appeared to leave. It's an interesting statement, isn't it? The shooting will be reviewed by the district attorney's office. Oh, we can count on that. But police were treating the killing as justifiable. The security guard. I'd like to know, too, if the security guard had his concealed carry license and all the qualifications to have been holding a firearm. Security surveillance tape, Scientology, showed Majorski arrived around noon in a red convertible, then approached the guards with a sword in each hand before he was shot. I don't think they showed the video on the news. Well, we'll see. Burns said she said the tape would not be released to the public because it was too graphic. No other weapons were found in the car, which Burns said she thought was a rental. This story doesn't add up in my opinion. If he really had the sword and he was really cutting people, yes, that would be graphic, but it doesn't sound like he actually was able to do anything. So I'll continue. Majorski was pronounced dead at Los Angeles County USC Medical Center. Public records show Majorski associated with a string of addresses in Los Angeles County and Oregon during the last 2 decades. He filed for bankruptcy in 2000, as a lot of Scientologists do. In October, police in Florence, Oregon, arrested a Mario Majorski for menacing and disorderly conduct after he reportedly threatened a man with an axe handle. I don't know. Florence Police Department spokeswoman Sarah Huff said, court records show Majorski had run out of gas and called AAA service to respond, but he threatened the AAA representative when he arrived to help. If he really did have mental illness, that does kind of go together, doesn't it? Other Oregon arrests reports show Majorsky was arrested for criminal trespass by the Eugene Police Department in May 2007. I wonder where that would be. Would that be outside of a Scientology org? And the next month, the Lane County Sheriff's Department arrested him for unlawful use of a weapon. That's something I'm going to look up. What is actually unlawful use of a weapon? In 1993, Majorsky and another man sued the University of California. Oh, so he was making waves. The University of California, Los Angeles professor who had been speaking out against Scientology. Davis said the man felt the professor was discriminating against them, but the case was found to have no standing and was dropped. The Celebrity Center is a turreted castle-like landmark in Hollywood that serves as a home for the artist, a place where he can come home and learn. Oh, it's such a home, isn't it? Attend seminars, yeah. Give them your money. Meet other artists, other potential raw meat, and even perform at our many showcases and events, according to the center's website. Wow, that's a great source, isn't it? Late Monday morning, a security guard, names, patrolled outside the premises on a bicycle. Of course he was on a bike. He did not respond to questions. Of course he didn't. I do wonder who it was, though. Davis said the church frequently receives threats, many of them originating from a cyber terrorist group. Oh, please. That goes by the name Anonymous and includes Scientology among its targets. Also, it just hit me, whomever did bang this person, that's plenty of blackmail to keep him there forever, isn't it? Earlier this year, a Scientology building in Hollywood was vandalized with graffiti, and shots were fired through another Scientology building in Los Angeles. This I don't believe, Davis said. In January, church officials in California received 22 envelopes of suspicious white powder that was treated by authorities as an anthrax threat. You see the motives, that the tactics that they use. Davis did not know if Majorsky had been a member of the group. Yeah, conveniently, please. Neighbors at his home in Florence said Majorsky lived alone and seemed to receive few visitors. He often would disappear for weeks at a time on trips to California, they said. Dale Doyle, 47, lived across the street from Majorsky and helped him move into the neighborhood 6 months ago. He said he had never heard Majorsky discuss Scientology. We saw him as pretty much harmless, he said. Isn't that interesting? The Church of Scientology was established in 1945 by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard and convicted felon, and claims 10 million members around the world. Maybe 20,000. It likes to cultivate celebrity followers, and among its more famed accolades are, guess who, guys? If you guys didn't know, Tom Cruise and John Travolta. Okay, that was it, you guys. I would put a link of the article in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Have a great day.